Spend a random weekend with me. So the day started out well. My mom made porridge for the first time in a long time. Mom doesn't usually cook, but when she gets in the kitchen, it's very rare, but always a treat. So after my serving her sour porridge the previous weekend, she decided to get in the kitchen and make some good old peanut butter porridge because she was not impressed with the sour porridge. After that, we did our chores, but I forgot to take clips whilst we were doing that, and we headed on some errands for the day. We went to Food Lovers to stock up as we usually do on Sundays. Stocking up is usually a Sunday thing that we do as a family, so we go to Food Lovers Market. They always have the freshest produce, quickest service, even though the place is always full. I just love shopping at Food Lovers Market, basically, is what I'm saying. So yeah, we got some stuff for the week because stuff gets bad fast if you take too much of it. Then my cousins were home when we got home, and the kids were just vibing and playing and having fun, so it was pretty much interesting for everyone. So after that, I got into the room and I saw the kids watching Bluey. Is my household the only one where Bluey is a staple? Then the girls were outside doing the laundry, but then when I got out to shoot some footage of them, they ran away. We went to get some vegetables for the evening meal. The funny part as I'm recording this audio is I honestly don't remember which weekend this was, because I tend to take a lot of content and then get too lazy to edit, compile, and record an audio for it. So I tend to have a lot of content that even I don't remember what's going on. So yeah, then basically there was mom, aunt, people were just hanging out. It was just a chilled weekend, nothing much was going on, as you could see. But I was actually thinking this was the weekend where I went out, but then from what I'm seeing, I think this is the weekend when I was just home doing nothing the whole weekend. Nothing significant, that is. Not that we didn't do anything. So my cousins ended up going home. They stay close by, so most of the time they can stay up till late and then just leave late or stay over the night like they did this weekend. But then I don't have footage of that because I was too lazy to record. So this was around 12 p.m. My sister was making tea. My little brother made noodles, and so did I. I was laughing at how we cannot visit people's homes because we have a habit of eating at midnight. I mean, how will we visit people's houses if we feel hungry at midnight? Who's going to allow us to be in their kitchen cooking? Not sure what is our budget, So yeah, it is the weekend that I went out. This was the next day. So the day that we saw wasn't Sunday, it was actually Saturday. This is an exception. I usually don't go to Food Lovers Market on Saturday, I go on Sunday, but on this particular weekend I went on Saturday because I had an event on Sunday. The event was Ellie's birthday slumber party. You saw her a while back getting her makeup done and her hair done. So we booked a B&B in Arlington Estate. It's called honestly, I've forgotten the name of the B&B. But if you go to my TikTok, my Rose Explores TikTok channel, there is a video about that B&B where I go into details about the place. It was actually a very nice B&B. It's a 4-bedroom with 4 double beds in each room. The main bedroom has an in-suite, and then there's another separate bathroom for everyone else. It's got a dining and a kitchen, more of an open plan. It's actually an open plan, not more of the dining and the kitchen. I think you see it in the video. The house is pretty big and clean. They allow parties as long as if they're not too loud. To get into Arlington Estate, you need a code. So once you book, the lady who books you in provides the code for you to get in, and for whoever else you'd want to let in for whatever function you're having. They allow you to set up your stuff there, like you can set up those balloon surprises and stuff. That's what we actually ended up doing. We did a balloon decoration for the slumber party in the house. They have a maid who comes in the next morning, and if you miss her, you miss her. But when she comes in the morning, if you allow her in, she'll clean the house whilst you're still there. I'm not quite sure of the exact checkout time, because quite frankly we got there very late, so we didn't check in on time, I know, and we left around 12 p.m. I don't know if that's the checkout time or it's just the time that we left. They have very flexible rules. It's a very beautiful environment. It's peaceful because once you get there, there's no one hovering about. It's just you. The maid will come in the next day, so even then it's just you, and if you don't want her to let her in, that's still fine. This is the backyard, and it's quite a beautiful place. They have a beautiful pool that is big, but the deep end is small. I feel like they could have made the deep end a bit wider because it's only deep at the very, very end of the pool, and I love a very good deep end. Nonetheless, I'll rate the pool an 8 out of 10 because I love the pool. It's beautiful. It's just that the deep end is a bit small. You see what I meant by we did the balloon thing, the setup? See, I am now putting it on my CV that I do decorations because we didn't even need to pay someone to do this. Look at what we did. I even did that wall thing. I did that wall thing. Look at that. So I think I have the skills to start doing this professionally. If you want to hire me for your parties and so forth, I can do this exact setup for you. Anyway, I went for an evening swim while the other girls were in the house dancing to music and so forth. All I could think about was the pool. We spent the afternoon when we got there setting up the balloons and stuff, so we didn't really get to swim during the day. So no way I was going to go to bed without going into the pool. That would have been a taboo for me because I love the water so much. So I went to take an evening swim. Then afterwards I joined others. We were dancing and vibing and so forth. So yeah, I joined the others to dance. It was a bit chilly, or maybe I felt a bit cold because I was just leaving the freezing cold water. But yeah, I didn't get a cold, surprisingly. It's been 2 weeks now. No, not 2 weeks. It's just been a week since this happened, and I did not catch a cold. The ladies were a vibe. They were dancing, singing, having fun, karaoke, games, food, everything that you could think of at a slumber party. This was actually my first ever time at a slumber party, so it was quite an interesting experience. I would do that again. In fact, my friends, where are you? Let's plan a slumber party because I had fun on this one. Plus, I got you Padiguap. As I said, I'm now a professional. I feel like of all the audios I've recorded, this is the laziest sounding one because I actually do feel quite sleepy and lazy. You see what I mean? That there were games and so forth. So it was fun to do. And word to the wives, if you're someone who likes things, always have card games and other type of game night type of vibe games. Besides the games that you could do, like that you improvise, like this one that we were playing, you should also have other like card games like Jenga, like Monopoly, checkers. Just I don't know, just have something for parties. Don't just be having nothing. Finally got to try the Pokelo. Yeah, no. I started doing TikTok. Of course, the others were still, people were sharing videos online, posting and stuff. And I was too lazy to do that, so I decided to make content instead. So I went to TikTok in my room. And then the very next morning, the first thing that I did after waking up was trying to show you my morning view. I don't know if you could see what the outside looked like. But then, yeah, you see the lady by the pool, that's the lady who comes in to clean that I was talking about. Not me dropping my phone whilst recording this. So the first thing I did that morning was put on a swimming costume and head to the pool. The water was freezing cold. Like, it was just as bad as it was in the evening. When it comes to like the temperature, it was cold. But I really wanted to get in a swim before checkout time, so and I didn't know what time was checkout. So whilst all the other ladies were still asleep, I got in the pool and decided to take a swim. As you can see, I was cold. You can tell from how I was walking that I was cold. This was me walking towards the deep end because, as I said, I like swimming at the deep end. I don't like swimming where the water is very shallow, so I prefer going to the deep end. Plus, I need money, guys. My hair is a mess, and it's a mess because of the water. Like, I have wax locks. My locks are not crochet ones. Crochet ones can handle the water, but those ones that are made from wax, like mine, the moment I get in the water, my hair becomes disastrous. It becomes fuzzy, it becomes undone, it just becomes bad. And with the way I love being in the water, I really need a solution ASAP. Do you know anywhere where they make like super large swimming caps? Because the ones that are available on the market are too small for my hair to fit inside, because my locks are big, you see. They don't fit properly, and then they end up just getting wet either way, which makes it all pointless. So I really do need a plug. So if you have a solution for me, please tell me. These were the house rules for the B&B. As I said, if you want to know like more about the B&B in detail, go to my TikTok, Rose Explores, and there's a video there that solely focuses on the B&B. It doesn't have any other extra content like the ones or the one that's available on this one. So after that, breakfast was made. One of the ladies made breakfast. Tell me why she's such a darling. The way she made the eggs is my favorite. I love me a runny yolk. I do not like my eggs fully well done. I like them half done. I like my yolk runny, slimy, and sloppy. That's the only way to have a very good egg for me. So we had some coffee, bread, and eggs and beans. It was a very nice breakfast. I did mention that I felt sleepy, so please pardon me for yawning while recording this audio. So yeah, anyway, the ladies had some food, but as you can see, by this time I had already taken my bath, and I had already I was done up, whilst the other girls were now starting to get into the water and so forth. I was already ready to leave, ready to go, because I was done. The perks of waking up first, I guess, even though there's no price for it, because I did end up having to wait for everyone else to bath and pack up and so forth, because I was already done packing up and dressing up. But I think actually the advantage to that was that I got to take some extra content around the house while the others were trying to scramble to do their stuff. Yeah, it's fun when you're setting up, but when you're leaving, I ended up at Chicken Inn before going back home.